you'd necessarily expect in a cookie.
It makes me pretend that I am eating a cookie that's healthy for me.
The most surprising thing you could find in the glove box of a rental car: Portal to Narnia or Jack Nicholson frantically eating ice cream.
I mean, supposedly he is a little bit senile right now.
But like frantically, like that's like.
I mean,
If you open the glove box, it lets out all the cold air.
Franticness would be very surprising and would also add to my.
The fact that
I
we
do
just
like
analyzed
Narnia
that,
because all you
like,
could fit in there is like a single hand. You couldn't get into Narnia. You could just like reach in.
see, but we analyzed that.
But you feel like the idea.
Come
of
up with a
finding
TMZ
full-grown
celebrity headline from
80-year-old
5
man
years in the
is-
future: Logan Paul dead broke, or Kanye is now con gay.
So, I just like love that you brought up Logan Paul because I forgot he existed, and then it was like,
Why-
I like to remain believing that Logan Paul no longer exists. So
I
mean-
mean, that's why it would be a TMZ headline being like,
No,
where are they now?
But the thing is, the quality of a TMZ article is definitely Kanye is con gay. That's like, that is the quality we can expect from TMZ.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you.
A sign you probably shouldn't put up in your yard: condemned by the funk department, or I like trains.
See, I would.
I'm
put
sorry.
that sign up in
I'm
my-
sorry
I
for
would-
the
I
funk
would
department.
absolutely put up
Yes,
condemned by the
you
funk
do.
department.
See, I'm sorry for the funk
Oh,
department one,
sorry.
just because I couldn't put enough, like, spin on that one, but I like trains. I know the dead intonation of it,
Yep.
so I can just go, I like trains.
Yeah, but I would proudly put a sign up in my yard that said condemned by
You know
the
what?
funk
I
department.
disagree. I don't think you would put any sign in your yard. That takes more than 4 seconds of effort.
Condemned by the funk department is worth it.
The worst person to receive a sponge bath from: anyone but Nero, or the Terminator with no flesh.
I can't pronounce.
Look, I don't know how you would pronounce
Really?
that, but like, that's what I got out of it.
Yeah, the
Would-
little face.
I would want Nero to give me a sponge bath.
I mean, that's what that implies, I think.
Yeah, it would be the worst to have anyone except for him.
See-
Oh fuck! Wait, all right. then
What
that's okay.
see, what I love about that is the fact that
Nero is the best person to get.
I was abundantly aware that I was being manipulated to vote for that, and I was like, but I still would, though. But you're
I
right.
mean, I'm gonna be honest.
That's
Nero
not too long
giving
ago.
yourself a sponge bath.
I
is not
yeah, yeah.
Nero,
Sponge
Nero,
bath is good.
that answer for you is just anyone but myself. So therefore, everybody.
exploding pigeon all day yesterday.
Let's see. A great gag gif would be an exploding everything or an exploding pigeon.
Everything also encompasses pigeons, so.
Yeah, but exploding everything just seems like you're really just giving an explosion.
There's only one exploding pigeon per everything, so really it's not there.
Hold on. Why is it only one pigeon? Like, I'm okay with the loss. I'm more concerned about, why do you specify it's only a pigeon? One pigeon.
Because basically you get the pigeon.
It's not, no, but it's not a set of one of each
No,
item. It's
just one
everything.
pigeon.
All right.
You think you
A
just got the
sign
pigeon,
that
then
you're a
find out
bad
you're
teacher.
given an
Kids,
exploding pigeon.
kid in the corners snorting wheat thins, your students actually like you. So I actually voted for the second one purely because corner had an apostrophe.
But then,
That's the sign that you're a bad teacher.
I am a bad teacher.
I think it.
Oh no,
I think it's like
corner
this
does
corner.
make sense with apostrophe, doesn't it?
Oh,
No,
kid in
kid
the
in the
corner
corner
is
is
snorting
snorting
wheat.
wheat
Snorting
thins.
wheat thins is
Yeah.
how that's.
No, that's grammatically correct.
No, I'm
That's
aware.
grammatically correct.
I'm
I
aware.
agree that it is.
It's grammatically
Correct.
I
Hold
just
on.
feel like
Do
it
you
doesn't
not-
need the apostrophe S
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
no, just do you remember when I was like, Searchlight made a mistake and was like, oh, I made a mistake, and I was like, I voted for that reason? That was the reason. I am consistent.
Nero, we need you to say this one because I know that you can say this one well.
I'm probably not gonna be, but a lesson that probably wouldn't be taught on Sesame Street. Here's Johnny! Or, oh god, I don't know who this would be. Fuck the haters, Elmo! Like, I don't know, which one would that be?
I feel like
Oh, who's the garbage
One
man?
hater.
I feel like that would be Oscar the
Two
Grouch.
haters.
Yeah.
Ha, ha,
I'm
ha.
a hater here. Oh, and those two old guys that
Oh, I know
No,
who
those,
you're.
those two old guys are the haters.
Ebert and Robert.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert or something.
Hold on, I agree with Voldemort though, because while they would be funny to say that, yeah, they definitely are just the haters though. I can't think of anyone who is more a hater, but I do have to say I love them, because they were like, hey, even in this friendly kid teaching world, there are hecklers.
Yeah, the guys' names are Statler and Waldorf.
Oh, I couldn't remember. It's great.
Roger Ebert is a film critic that died a decade ago.
Darn it! I ran into a Searchlight moment where I had a massive answer, and it was just like,
I have yet to have that issue. I also haven't won in a while though, so those might be related.
really? I don't think so.
They might be related. I'm not saying they are.
I had crap for answers for this one.
Okay, we all have crap answers for this one.
Yeah.
I'm
Not me.
a crap answer.
I had fire, just straight fire.
Fine.
Do you need assistance?
the
Are you
house
on
down.
fire?
You gotta be
No,
spitting fire.
I'm gonna ask you a weird question right now.
I couldn't think of an
Do
answer.
you still have your draft card?
Wait, are we talking me? A strange place to hold a family reunion. Sperm bank or hell? Well, no, that's where that's actually just where my family is, so that's fine.
That's where your family reunion
That's
will
where
be.
we're
Yeah.
Like have some legal issues.
Yeah, I mean also like the women's.
Oh, but like they go there.
I mean, like, I don't know. Seems fine. I also have to ask, like,
Get sperm.
I have to
I
ask
don't-
the important question.
I
What
don't
was the
think
comment
you
about?
just show up and you're like, yo, give me some of that. Spunk, yo.
Wait.
That goes down.
Like what?
Have we
Don't they
all?
just go there?
I feel like you probably have to go through a doctor.
Oh, the reason Pluto isn't a planet anymore. Haters, or I didn't want to pay the extortion fee.
I think we know the real answer.
I mean, you're right. I wanted to go for the extort fee because I'm slightly confused, but you're right. But I need.
Extort fee, not extortion.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a legal extort fee.
Hold on, but I have to ask this.
Don't forget the filing fee.
Have we heard the terrible like sperm bank joke?
The
Well, one of them at least. Like I know of one of
Federal
them.
Reserve of sperm banks.
No, I'll pay for it.
Thank you. I was gonna say, like, it was just a man walks into a sperm bank, goes, "Hi, like, I'd like to donate. Like, is that gonna be possible? Sure. The doctor's down this way. Like, I can show you the room. Sure." And he starts dragging him down the hall. Guy goes, "Oh, I think I dropped my pen. Hold on." Goes back, gets something, takes him a minute, and comes back. Okay. Goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, like, thanks for the complimentary glass of milk." Goes, "Wait, what?" Goes, "What?
Oh,
you
God.
you drank that?" Like, "Yeah." "What? You drank my glass of milk?" Yes.
Wow.
I know. I love it so much. It's so bad, but I love it so. Hold the fucking phone. How did only Monica's get one?
I
What?
don't even understand the
Who's
joke.
Monica?
Say it's a joke.
Only Monica.
Female who doesn't deserve all the shit she's gotten.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, a weird way to dry your hair by rubbing it on Nero. All right. Proper nerdy. You only get this warning one more time. It will work every time, and you need to stop doing that.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. That would be a weird way to dry your hair, though.
You're right.
Yeah.
But
my
what
hair's
about
really
doing
long,
math
I
so
have to
hard you
put it
melt your
outside,
brain?
so, like it might work.
Only Monica. Oh no! Can I? R2, can you give me an only Monkus, please? I don't know if there's an emote for Monkus, but
Melodious month.
Hold on. Can I get like Monkus here? No. Sweet. Anyway, a polite way to say booger. Nose distillings or a snot knot. Is that polite?
Yeah, I'm
Like-
not sure. Nose distillings is good though. That's a good answer. I approve.
Feeling is probably the greatest answer that this question has ever had.
What? Alright, hold on. I gotta put my cards on the table for a second. I was in the last 10 seconds and I couldn't think of an answer. So, like, what?
It's true though.
It is by far the best answer I've ever seen, probably.
Yeah, for any questions, let alone this one.
Well, fuck you, audience, I guess.
I don't know who's in the audience. You're welcome to, like, join the next round of this. With the rules of combat, of course. Should the government should legalize aggressively rolling down the sidewalk or underground funky town?
You know.
By the way, I apologize. I did not mean to say fuck you, audience.
I
I got over
also.
emotional there.
I'm actually more shocked that underground funky town was illegal in the first place. So I feel like the government should absolutely act.
I
to
mean, we
leave
do
it
have
alone.
puritanical roots.
Underground for being illegal, do they just become Funky Town when they become legal?
What if it's underground funky town though? Because it is literally underground.
Yeah. Mole people, baby. Hold on. R2. Can you R2, can you drop the proper nerdy? I don't remember actually. Like I think it's the Hopopod, something like this. In the chat, just because I love it. The difference between grade A beef and grade B beef. The desires to be teacher's pet or A- and B+.
Alright, we were
This is a
both-
great one, actually.
Yeah, like the funny thing is, like the first one I think is a little bit like, I don't know, more descriptive, but I had to vote for the second one just for my like visceral like a feeling where I remember this happening to me.
Some grade A minus beef.
Thanks, R2.
Yeah. So I mean, conveniently, again, nobody watches my channel, but hey, Proper Nerdy, do you have a podcast? Tell me about it.
Yes, I does. I have a podcast about baking, and I bake things other than chocolate chip cookies. I bake really complicated things like Queen Amman and talk about the history of them.
Killing it.
Wait, hold on. Can you?
Chunk cookies?
Pardon?
Have you tried baking chocolate chunk cookies?
I mean, that's what I was saying earlier, that they definitely would be better if I used actual chocolate instead of chocolate chips, because, you know, chocolate actually
Yeah.
melts and chocolate chips don't, but... What is this question? What? Like,
Wait, what the fuck?
All right.
Up with the
Dinger,
new... where'd it go? Oh, it's on my thing, isn't it?
Yes,
Right.
it is like Dinger, Grand Salami, and Jack come up with a new slang term for a home run in baseball.
A
God,
grand
sports ball. What the
salami.
fuck? What's wrong with you, sports ball?
Grand salami.
All right. Quick side challenge. Make it side challenge. Make it food related.
All right. That was easy. My answer is already gonna be kind of food related.
Mine was already food related too. So like, we killed it.
With fire.
I have a terrible answer. But yeah.
Everything I've ever killed, I've done.
Could you-
Killed with
I
fire.
misspelled mine, jeez.
Wait.
Oh, that means I'm voting for it. No.
Oh, I didn't hit enter.
Oh.
Time left.
Damn
All right.
it.
Like Dinger, Grand Salami, and Jack come up with a new slang term for a home run in baseball. Popsicles, big sausage, swingin' wingin' doodly doo hot dog, juice box, meatball beatball, and a base bang. Well,
So it's
hold
easy
on.
For me.
It's a one for popsicles, one for swingin' wingin' doodly doo hot dog. Not because it's a good, like, actual reasonable suggestion, but because it made me laugh reading it, so you got it.
Just
You
like
see,
picturing
I
like
wish-
an announcer say these things, be like, all right.
And it looks like he's got a swingin' wingin' doodly doo hot dog! Sorry, what?
Need to read mine in the chat.
Oh, Chowda's gone home.
Did you say gone home?
Chowda's going home.
gone
I tried to
home.
give it more of a drawl, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Searchlight.
Sir
You
Chang is
appreciate
going to the
steroid
home of
glasses.
residence.
Yeah, be like, that's that one big sausage.
I mean, actually, I could hear that. Like, in my mind, I could
Yeah.
hear, and that's a big sausage! Alright, but, hold on. Proper nerdy, I've got the question. You said, when you were giving examples of foods, right, that you were cooking that were more complicated, you said one of them. What was it?
Yes. I said a kunaman, which I'll spell in the chat because it's impossible to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never heard of that before. Oh, for a second I thought nobody voted for it, and I was a little sad.
No. Who couldn't vote for Meatball Beatball?
That I think I recognize from Bake Off.
So Queen of
What?
Mine, yeah, they do it in the
Nero,
very
great
first season
job.
we saw in America, and it's like a laminated pastry dough with lots of sugar in it. Oh, so good, so good. If you like a croissant and like sugar, then you'll like Queen of
Croissant.
Mine.
Are you going to finish your croissant? Anyone else thinking of a character from Jimmy Neutron?
Yes.
I couldn't hear you.
I never saw
God.
that show.
Every time you mention Jimmy Neutron, I go, "Oh yes, that was a thing that existed back in the day."
Oh, I
enjoy it.
liked that show.
I know his
It was
dad is
a
a minion
decent
for
show.
some reason. I never saw the show.
Solidly D's.
Like, I mean, let's be fair. In order to make sure that Gold Star knows, it's not SpongeBob, but it's allowed to be like, I like it. It's not like, you know, I can still quote the show like intensely 20 years later.
Yes, I think I made a SpongeBob reference, but I called myself Bubble Buddy. That's what I
Mhm.
made my SpongeBob reference.
All right, so we had one.
Going Ghost.
Yeah.
Wait, wrong show.
We had a watcher, or an audience member. I don't know if they're in here because I haven't seen them in the chat. But if you speak up, you can join in. I'm just giving it a minute to see if they show up, because otherwise we'll just do same players. But
I
Yeah.
am a player.
Bum, 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 bum.
I mean, you are a straight up player.
I am actually a beach. A playa, if you will.
That one.
That joke.
I can't wait for you to be a dad. I can't wait. It's gonna be the greatest thing.
I prepared so many dad jokes for, like,
Wait.
make streamer tell a joke.
Oh no, hold on, I can't. For me it's cheating because I have infinite. Oh, R2, bring it in, make streamer tell joke. All right, Bubbles, please. I would like one, please.
I told my son I was named after Albert Einstein, and he was like, "But Dad, your name is Gold Star." And I was like, "Yeah, I was named after Albert Einstein."
Wow.
Dead
I
silence
want.
in chat.
I want.
That's how you know. That's how you know the joke is particularly good. When it elicits straight silence.
You are one of my favorite.
Time.
You're one of my favorite people in the world. I need you to know that. I also want you to know that if you don't tell a joke of that quality to your child when you have one, I'm gonna be enraged. Cause that.
You gotta go with the name Bert Zweistein.
Hold on. Was that a second one in a row, R2?
That is correct.
Oh God. All right.
All
Well.
the jokes. All the jokes.
All right. Before we start again, Bubbles, you had prepared more jokes. Do you have a second joke?
Yes. All right. So, my wife, she looked at me, and she was like, "How do I look?" And I said to her, "With your eyes."
I knew that was that one. I've heard that before, and I love it.
I haven't. That was pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, I was still very proud of you, Fusion, when you found it hysterical, the one dad joke I told, and I was like, that's not a joke that requires that much laughter, and I was just like, good, I'm happy.
Favorite
Oh,
joke.
flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
I mean, yeah, no, are you kidding me? The number of answers that people have given that said Nero in them, and I was like, well, that's my answer, I guess. We all knew that cheat code. There's currently 3 cheat codes active. Although only one of them is very particular to Bubbles.
I missed what you were talking about. Sorry, I was putting my answer in.
Just that there are 3 cheat codes that will make me probably vote for your answer.
Oh, right.
You know one of them.
Let's hope that this comes in the order that I want it to come in, because if it does, I win. Well, no, I won't win, but you know what I mean.
I feel like I could have come up with a much better joke than I did, but I just didn't feel like coming up with a better one.
I came up with a
Like,
terrible
no,
joke,
whatever.
but
If it includes Nero, you've already won, so who needs to get better than that?
I'm warned. I cannot do it
And
again.
then there's one cheat
At
code
least
that
next
works
time.
once for Nero.
That looks very familiar.
so I did, instead of one that would get me votes, I just put in an answer that made me laugh. So when it
That's
gets
how you do it, though.
when I get 0 votes.
I did that too.
All right. The name of a clothing store for overweight leprechauns: Big and Small or Casual Leprechaun XL? I feel like I'm missing something.
There's a clothing store called Casual Male XL.
Oh.
No, I
Oh.
didn't even know that. I was just
And
like,
then there's
that
also,
is
and then
just
there's
so
also,
stupid.
you know,
GXL.
big and tall. It's big and small.
Yeah.
I refuse to
Like,
vote for either of these because they're both awful.
I mean,
Like,
they're
I
both
got
pretty
the big and
cringe,
small
but
joke.
like,
didn't
I
the
get the
casual
joke.
male joke. But that one I just thought the like actual answer was really funny. So
They're both cringe, but also a little bit funny to me.
All right. Survival tip: start a fire by rubbing my chubby thighs together, or just the tips. I mean,
both of them.
one of them's gonna start a fire, but where?
In my heart.
In
You know that's not true.
the right spot.
In your bank account 9 months later?
Oh, I mean, why is
On
it
the
so
tips.
long later?
Because that when no.
I owed the money at the time. I mean, never mind. That's not important. Anyway, moving on. A rejected title for the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the semantically imprecise. Or the good, the bad, and the mildly attractive, like 6.5? I apologize.
The ugly does not refer to him actually being
So long
physically
answer. It must
ugly.
be from
Favorite song of
Star
the movie. But
See, I apologize, because I definitely could have put a better spin on that one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I voted for the mildly attractive, like a 6.5, because it's still the funnier joke to me.
I mean, I agree with you,
like semantically imprecise as well.
but there's just a part of me that was like, the semantically imprecise is just such a stupid name for a movie. I was like, I like it. What time is it?
Right.
Bulbasaur? Or 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day?
Those are good. Those are good.
That's pretty solid.
I don't understand anything about anything. I'm so confused.
Like, I was really looking forward to voting for Bulbasaur, but then the second one just got me.
But that's what confuses me, right? The first one, I put big and small, and I was like, oh, it's a joke. Like, it's not great, but it's fine. And I got a proper nerdy, like, it's awful. And I went, oh.
I mean,
And then I
if
did
you
this
wrote-
one, and I
if
was
you
like,
wrote-
this
if
made
you
me
wrote-
laugh.
if
But
you
I
wrote
was like,
Venusaur with a question mark.
Oh.
I would've been more inclined.
How about the specificity of your jokes?
Bulbasaur?
come up with a name for a
Alright.
sitcom about a bunch of wacky nuns. Sister, sister, or bar none? I feel like
Second one's better.
I feel like this hit you way harder than me. I was like, it's good, but I didn't die. So
It's just
That's
so
really good.
I
dumb.
need remembering.
Great.
it is, but that's the
And
thing.
also-
It's the perfect name for a sitcom because it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're all dumb names.
Also, just so you know, technically, a sister and a
Damn.
nun are not the same thing.
Damn.
Technically. I mean, like, nobody actually knows that, but it is true.
Shush with your
Do you,
logic.
do you know why I know that? It's because you've told me.
Yes.
An inappropriate thing to do at a cemetery. Start a fire using just the tips. Or drop a nuke.
Well, I wonder who wrote that one.
I don't
The
know.
only person that could have possibly known, like, known the other reference.
Yeah, this
to
isn't
same
even the
round.
next section.
Like,
Wait.
You can wait for the next round.
Wait, who?
How do they know
That was
the
the only thing my mind went to. I was
You
like,
just
what?
commit to the callback.
I
in the
think
same
everyone was so offended by the callback within the same joke that they just.
round. Kawaii did not really.
Alright.
have same
The
feeling.
three ingredients in the worst smoothie ever: slime, ectoplasm, and gack. Or my boy toy, asparagus, and a whole lot of oil. You know,
Some oil.
I would
Sounds
have.
like my next
Thing, and that's gotta be the asparagus.
Yeah, like,
Yes, some
I
oil.
cannot imagine a good smoothie that has asparagus in it.
You know what I love about that? I love the build up as though it's a porn where there's like this guy covered in oil with asparagus, and then like chopper blades start going, and you're like, oh my god!
What is this
Then you
sauce?
just started getting interesting.
Good job.
I mean, like, it is terrible. Although the fact that there wasn't a comma, I thought it was slime ectoplasm, and I was like, no, it's got to be three things.
Yeah, you see, two of those should have said some oil.
I would have actually adored some oil, two fat cocks, some oil. I just.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that.
You know, hold on. Voldemort, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
If you could send me the link to the only PewDiePie video that I've ever watched or wanted to watch, I would appreciate
The
that.
one where you laugh.
Correct.
The one where it's like. "And
'Cause
I
he's
don't
cheating.
want the world."
He's a cheater.
That was so funny. Yeah, I can find it for you.
Shoot. Hold on. Proper nerdy. I need some help. Do I answer the question literally, or do I try to think of a funny answer?
If you answer it literally, it has to be absolutely specific. It can't be general. It has to be a very specific actual answer.
Yeah, should I have tacos tonight?
Oh no.
We go.
I don't know if I went too dark.
I'm so screwed. All right. Proper nerdy. I blame you for this. Not this one, but I blame you for this later. People wouldn't respect He-Man as much if, to gain his power, he held up a sword and shouted, "My pee-pee doesn't work right," or "It's just a preference."
Yeah, it's just a preference.
I had to summon the, like, what does he say? By the power of Grayskull!
By the power
I have
of
the power.
Big Pee-Pee.
I have
Stop that.
a preference.
Stop that.
It's just preferences is like a really bad
Oh.
like gay joke too.
Wait, what?
So there's like these awful gay people on like Tinder or Grindr who are like, I only like white guys, and then they say it's just a preference, and the world is like, dude, that's that's just really racist, right?
Alright. A weird thing for a bank robber to demand in a hostage situation. 20 tons of Dutch processed cocoa powder, or just a lot of macaroons. The fact that it says just a lot made me love that. Just a lot of macaroons. Like, I love the idea that, like, the bank robbers just, like, so lax about it, just, like, depressed, like, just like a lot of macaroons. Just, like, whatever ones you can find, okay?
Fine.
Like, it's been a long week. He just loves coconut.
As long as he understands the difference between macaroons and macarons, I think it's okay. I think he doesn't have to go to prison.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I have no idea what you're talking about, so sure.
Alright,
I mean-
I posted it. I posted in the general tab.
Tremendous.
The PewDiePie video.
The most boring graffiti you could see in the subway. You are wonderful and beloved. Or the number 2 with a shitty wave font. Now, I gotta tell
It
you...
should have just been like that S that everybody knows.
Oh, you mean the cool S?
Yeah.
Awesome. Skater S. Best.
No, it is the cool S. I think that's literally its name.
Does it have an...
Yes! Hold on. The cool S.
Oh shit, that's the name on
See?
Is it cool with the K or cool with the
Nope.
C?
It's cool, spelled exactly the way you
It's
would.
also known as the Stussy S, the Super S, the
All right,
Superman
now,
S, the
somebody's
Spooky S,
cheating.
the Slayer S, the Graffiti S, the S Factor, the
All right,
Universal S.
bring it down. Gotta read this. A great way to cure the hiccups: slitting your throat, or 2 fat cocks and some oil. I don't.
Almost. I'll give it.
I want to vote against it just because we just talked about it.
So we talking roosters?
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
The cock.
Nothing more relaxing than an oiled up rooster.
I mean,
Ain't that the truth?
All its feathers are just
The roosters fight each other?
what Waldo from Where's Waldo says to himself in the mirror? No! Nobody said no one ever asks how's Waldo. I love that joke. What am I doing with my life? Or, where am I? Am I a vampire? I actually like that joke. It's a where's...
Nobody ever asks who's Waldo. Like, we only ever, like, we see him a lot, but, like, who is he? What is
We
he?
know who he is. He's Waldo.
See, I
He does
also...
not need explanation.
I also like the meme on the internet, which was the, like, after years of searching,
Why is
Waldo
Waldo
finally finds himself.
I'll do you one better. Why is Waldo? Ardu?
Alright,
Thank you.
something you'd sneak into space if you were an astronaut. Blackjack and hookers. Forget the blackjack. VHS OVA of Evangelion.
Wow.
I mean,
These answers are not as good.
no,
You have to
you're correct.
sneak that into the spacecraft. Or...
I mean, I feel like you'd be a little shit out of luck if you didn't have a VCR.
I mean, I kind of wanted someone to say the thing about the frog, just like bring a frog to see if it actually vomits its stomach.
My own space. Blackjack and hookers. Eh, forget the blackjack.
What's OVA of
It'd be really
Evangelion?
difficult.
OVA.
Evangelion is
All right.
a famous mecha anime.
The
and
first thing
OVA
that
is
pops
like a
into your
spin-off.
mind right now, I don't think. Stop asking me to. Or proper nerdy cooking without a shirt, sexily.
I mean, it
So-
wasn't in my head until I read this. Like,
Now it is the first thing
I mean,
that's
the real
popped.
question is, am I cooking sexily, or is it just because I don't have a shirt, it's already sexy?
So an OVA is an original animation video, which I don't know why they reverse these, or original video animation, and it is basically like I don't know, it is released directly to video market without going on like television or whatever. So it's usually like a special episode of a show.
direct to DVD.
Also,
I mean,
proper nerdy.
Exactly though.
I hope you recall when I asked you
But it
whether
sounds
I
better.
should answer that question literally or not. That's what came up. So
Thank you so much, babe. You're the
You're wel-
best.
well, you just talked to me about cooking, so the next thing that popped into my mind was I couldn't write this because I didn't have enough space, but it was legitimately the wearing an apron and that's it, making cookies, and I'm just kind of like, that's a little far. That's a little spicy.
Again, the sports ball.
What? Come up with a really bad football penalty that begins with intentional.
Alright, quick
What kind of football?
So,
We're talking
for Nero,
football, American football.
for all the answers, you'll read intentional, so that frees up, so we don't have to rewrite intentional.
Sure.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't have until you said that, but now, yes.
I have to think of an answer with the last 20 seconds.
All right, I had nothing. I just got nothing.
I maybe have something. Nah, I don't have anything.
2, 1.
Go.
You got it.
I'm too busy on other things to really think.
All right. So, come up with a really bad football penalty that begins with intentional. Intentional loss of interest, intentional defecation passing, intentional dog sledding, intentional orgy demonstration event, intentional pinching, intentional sharding, and intentional butt fumble.
Wow,
Not
we
very
all
nice.
went in one direction here.
Yeah.
Not very nice.
Fart jokes.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I think dog sledding is pretty unique.
You know, like
Loss of interest
that's
is pretty
a
good, though.
Penalty though, like there might be some violence that happens on the field.
Yeah.
I kind of like,
Oh,
but I like the idea because the idea that I have is just like somebody like grabs the ball and just jumps in a dog sled and goes to the other goal.
I appreciate that
Well-
kind of compliment. That was mine.
I mean, I'm glad nobody liked mine.
one person did.
Huh?
What smells like shart? Shart.
Yo, none of us are with you. It's up to you to determine what you're smelling.
Wait, you don't have smell-o-vision?
Bubbles. I didn't know that you knew what uwu was. And that-
I still don't know if you do.
No, I learned from magic, because there's a lot of like.
That's where you learned it from?
I'm actually quite shocked by that.
Yeah, there was a little bit of stunned silence by us all because we were like, "Wait, excuse me?"
I don't think so. I think Fusion and I were like vocally incredulous at this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with a hard like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah. The fuck did you just say to me?
So
Yeah.
here's what happened. So like, my favorite streamer. Well, not my favorite streamer, but one of my favorite streamers just like said it, so I looked it up. Like, just kept tweeting it back and forth with her boyfriend, so I looked it up.
Hey, boyfriends or?
With her boyfriend. She has one.
Alright. I mean, polygamy is on the rise, and that's cool and all that. Not a big deal.
You know what?
I believe
I'm-
the word I'm looking for is polyamory, but close enough.
Yeah.
Yes,
Polygamy
oh,
is not
polygamy.
really on the
Yeah,
rise.
polygamy, that's multi-gods. I had the
What?
polys and stuff.
What?
Nope.
No, I want this one. Hold on, I want this one. No, that's not what that means. Monogamy is single marriage, so like being married to one person.
Wait, no, that's not is monogamy one marriage?
Being
Or just
monogamous.
one-
Being monogamous
partner?
is only being with one
So
person.
it's
Monogamy
marriage.
is marriage.
Leads to polygamy potentially if they want to go that route.
Yeah. So like being monogamous is generally said like you are only with one person, but monogamy is being married to one person. Polygamy
Thank you.
is being married to multiple people. And so, like, hold on, I'd like to pass off to Bubbles, for reasons I hope he will understand, to explain the multiple god aspect of this one.
Gosh,
Bubbles?
We have no idea why he'll understand that one.
Like polytheism.
Correct.
So we have
8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day.
Just a lot of macros.
Just a lot of... It's a good answer.
Yeah, it is.
See, I didn't get anything out of It's Just a Preference. Can I get, like, a quick disclaimer on why this should be funny to me?
It should be funny to you, but it was funny to me, so
Okay. Fair enough.
I thought
it's not even that funny. So there's that also.
Okay. I just was like, when everyone was like, oh yeah, that answer, I was like, did I miss something? Like, an event that happened that was great? I was just like, alright, well.
Here, you want me to drop a link in the general message just so you
mean-
can see what the heck I'm talking about?
Sure. I probably will not look at it right now, but...
A really weird question, really weird photo that goes along with this article, but like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's quite a
I did not mean to send you all porn because it's not porn, but I
mean,
promise.
Hold on.
I-
Scroll
This is
up
what
in
I'm
the
talking-
general tab, and you will find the beginning to Lemon Stealing Whores. So...
Excuse you?
have you not seen that? Oh my god. You
Nerdy, you
oh,
need to watch this intro to a porn
you really
video.
do.
It's hilarious.
It's pretty great.
Oh, is it the lemons?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the lemons.
Do
It's
you remember?
it's so good.
I was gonna, whatever. Like, there's like a different one that Carl used to always send. That's just like shows like the two people in like leather inside the gym, and they're just like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
what are you doing?" He's
Give me
just
that
like,
one.
it's like, "Fuck you."
I mean, the funny thing is when you say that, that's not what I think of. I think of the weird like pure cinema thing that you showed me. That was not
Yeah.
Breakaway. Don't worry, I know that one, but the other one. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna give us a little bit of time because I hear typing before I start up the new one, so we have enough time to drop a bunch of links.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. So to go back to your question, I didn't actually learn uwu from Magic the Gathering. I learned it from Twitter, the Magic Twitterverse.
That's still very strange to me.
Twitter.
You've never seen like emoticons?
No. We don't have to explain it. It does not enrich your life to know it. That's
Yeah, it
okay.
does.
We're good. Or I'm good at least. I won't prevent you from learning it, but just like I don't think we need to do that.
My thumbnail.
I have
I think I've seen this one.
my god, there are going to be a lot of
Yeah.
people who are going to be judging me for the stuff in this tab now.
Yes, they will.
Well,
Ninja will be like, "Where was I?" During
yeah,
all
but
this?"
do you remember that comment I made when we started when you were like, "Hey, who's Dak Matty?" or whatever it is? I'm like, "Yeah, that would be one of my coworkers."
Yeah, well,
Oh.
they're
Yep.
gonna be like, well, you got some colorful interests there.
Yeah, I'd be like, "What about it?"
It's a really funny intro though. Like,
I'm real angry because I can't hear the audio of this YouTube while I'm on this stream.
well,
I mean,
it's
But
pretty
I
you-
really want to.
You
It's pretty
could.
good.
You could. No one cares about my stream. It's fine.
No, I mean I like my computer refuses to like do it.
Oh,
I could
okay.
just I just have to like leave. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I don't have a good answer, so now I'm
wait,
just
wait, we're
sad.
switching answers? Fuck,
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
No.
I mean, it's okay. I think I'm gonna have to restart this because I feel like several people did not get that.
I might be done. Hold on.
I'll be in. I'm in.
I submitted.
Let's see
Oh,
what
no.
I'm after this one.
2, 1.
Oh my god. No.
I don't think proper nerdy knew. What's the perfect name for a second head that sprouts up on your shoulders? Alex Trebek, or yeah, we'll probably end up just restarting it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I am gonna let this play out though because I'm curious.
Yeah, I do want to see what happens in this first round at least.
What's the U.S. government really hiding at Area 51? The Justice League, gender bent, or gold?
I go bye. The universe is a hologram. Bye, gold. Bye.
Don't worry, Searchlight. I heard you and I appreciate
Person,
it.
the hologram, the reality is an illusion.
Here, kid, some deer teeth.
Ear teeth?
Yeah, that's a good show. It's a good show. Kawaii.
Actually, it's not kakakawaii, is it? It's just kakawai.
Yep.
Oh shit, you're right. I put the K in there.
Wait, that wasn't
Fuck this
deliberate?
name. Change my name for the next
Something
year.
that
For
would not
properly
work.
Spelling it afterwards.
Something that would not work well is a dip for tortilla chips. Cottage cheese or mashed up rat bones.
You know what? I gotta agree. Cottage cheese and tortilla chips sounds not that great.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Cheese.
I still went with the rat bones because that viscerally upsets me.
Why?
Is the rest of the rat there?
Yeah. Why?
Nero? Would be I don't think it'd be a good thing as a dip for tortilla chips.
Look, I gotta be honest with you. Of all the offensive and strange things I've said, that's the one where we were like, what are you talking about? My mind is blown. Alright, the first thing Abraham Lincoln would do if he came back from the dead. The vampire movie was bad, stop it. Or free Taiwan.
Wow.
I don't think that would be the first thing he would do, like, for either of those. I also don't know if he'd even have the ability to do one of those.
Hold on. I'm gonna be honest with you. Abraham Lincoln could probably free Taiwan single-handedly. I'm gonna say probably.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that's true.
Well, he was 300 feet tall after all.
I'm
So
gonna be honest with you.
You're the one who voted for that. And you're like,
I know. I voted for free for.
the most German-sounding word you can invent. Eins Weins. Weins. I couldn't do it. It was.
Hagen does.
I mean, it was very close to Eins Weis. Invent a new word for the toilet that sounds like it's from Shakespeare. Toilet or the shitter. I mean, I want you.
Did a really bad job.
The problem is.
My answer would have sounded better if somebody didn't submit toilet next to it.
The problem is that the shitter is something that would be like from Shakespeare. Do you remember all the like take the maiden or the maiden's head, if you know what I mean? Like he was like he wrote low prose sometimes for like audiences. So like
I mean, arguably he wrote like
that was the shitty answer that I thought was like, oh no, and then
I mean, the problem is that that's why I liked Shakespeare proper nerdy, so like I'm sorry if you did not like that. The worst theme for a pinball machine. Animu, the anime about cows, or lemon steel whores.
Lemon stealing.
No, lemon steel horse.
Stealing.
I'm fascinated by this. Now,
for a second I thought you said steel like iron and steel.
Lemon steel.
Now, I want you to know, despite the typo and everything else, I still wanted to vote for Animu because I don't know if anyone else besides potentially Fusion remembers that concept.
Yeah, I remember it.
Okay.
For a long while now.
I came up with such an in-depth
Kickstarter campaign for it.
I know, and I was like, but I don't actually ever want to get committed to doing this, so...
We would never get the funding.
I know, but it's just that 1 in a million chance, and I was like, but I don't want this for my life. Proper nerdy. By the way, because I don't know if you were properly notified when this started up, do you want us to just reset?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. I want you to know, if you win this, I'm gonna be a little bit unhappy. Just a little bit.
Oh, dude, take home the gold.
That would be amazing.
Area 51. The gold. I don't know if you were here for that joke.
I don't think I was funny. I'm sorry. I won once, and now I can't be funny anymore. All my funny's gone.
I mean,
Yeah, that's how the rules work.
amusingly, I was just never funny, so I can consistently, I have the potential to be funny, and then I'm not.
You're pretty fun. You're a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm done.
Did I finish these? I did. Oh,
No one would know that more than you.
Well, you know, do you ever get, like, until there's, like, 7 seconds left, and you're like, this answer is bad, but I can't think of a new one?
Well, you're also well. I mean, for us, it's even worse because we're like, I don't know if there actually is 7 seconds left.
Yeah, that's fair. Something you shouldn't wear to a job interview: the boss's wife's dress, or Hitler did nothing wrong hat. I also yes. I wanted somebody to do what was it? It was a court date, not a job interview, but that made me think of like I don't know who it was. Like some rapper went to jail and in his court date, he wore like basically like a t-shirt and jeans to his actual court date instead of like a shirt and tie. A vanity license plate a jerk in an expensive car would get. I don't know. Or cockman. Stop trying. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was one word. All right, stop trying or cockman.
You know, a jerk probably would get something that says cockman.
The jerk probably wouldn't say stop trying.
I actually wanted it to be 1L11LL11.
That would be horrible.
I know.
Well,
I don't know who did it, but they had like a whole bunch of ones and L's.
Mm-hmm.
but also, all license plates are
peculiar
uppercase
thing.
letters. It would not look different.
I don't care. A peculiar thing to see in a help wanted ad would be help wanted. I'm stuck tied to the bed, or help wanted. Person to help post help wanted ads.
I feel like it would be very peculiar to put in a help wanted ad actually like help I'm strapped.
I mean, I agree, but like
Like it's a call for help.
oh, you know what?
Looking for a person to cook with.
You know what would have been even better, I think? Help, I'm trapped in a well.
You would know what I'm talking about.
I did? What?
That help wanted, looking for a person to cook with.
I mean,
You'll get egg all over your face.
alright. The best shirt to wear next to somebody who's wearing an I'm with stupid t-shirt. The goblin in my brain isn't stupid, or I have a PhD, idiot. So Voldemort knows, when Searchlight said, like, something along the lines of someone to help cook with, would you like to know the first thing that I thought of?
S?
Sorry, what?
S?
F?
Methamphetamine?
Oh, no.
It was an IT crowd joke.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Because the first thing that I thought of was definitely, so you take a bunch of eggs. Something you'd like to fill a swimming pool with. The blood of my enemies. Or yellow jello. I like the fact that the first one's hardcore and the second one's like, jello! Yellow jello!
Hello?
So I can wake up every morning, go outside and say, hello, yellow jello! That may have been the dumbest character I've invented yet.
You ran in a different direction, like a British direction than I thought, and I appreciated it.
I'm
Very
terrible
good.
at all things. A rejected safety technique for when you catch fire was to stop, drop, and do the worm or get freaky.
I mean,
Kind of on the same page.
Well, the problem is that doing the worm would actually get you, like, out, like, would put the fire out.
I don't think it would.
Oh! I mean, if it was on your back, no.
I think your entire back would still be quite on fire.
Wait, do you need that? Alright, so, like, enough IT crowd jokes. Thank you, Arthur. I got it.
I'm finishing it.
Okay. How about this? You can finish it, but afterwards, do the joke. That's my favorite. A word that should never follow beef. Beef semen or beef congestion.
What?
I mean, like, beef semen does not make a lot of sense to me.
But it should never follow it, because, like...
Because it doesn't
It makes no sense.
I mean, but, like... Why? I mean, to be
The
fair,
logic
beef
is
congestion.
flawless.
I mean, to be
It might not be interesting, but it is flawless.
That's one way to put it, I guess.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happens.
And Searchlight picking up the top. I'm guessing from that last Quiplash.
Hey, I didn't lose.
You're right. That's my job.
Beef congestion just doesn't sound right.
Sorry, there are explosions going off outside my window, so I'm a little freaked out right now.
Oh shit.
Are you recording from Baghdad, or?
Name the 8th dwarf who got cut at the last minute.
Exploding firecrackers.
I'm assuming firecrackers, but I'm also very confused why they're going off in the first place.
Memorial Day weekend soon?
I actually watched Snow White like a week or two ago. It's actually really good.
I'm calling it. Oh,
They had
someone
a
already-
20-minute scene about taking a bath.
They had to cut corners to make it feature length, alright?
Alright, so I'm gonna put an answer that no one's gonna find funny, but is a real answer. But, like, it's an answer that's actually true.
Yeah.
Alright. Name the 8th dwarf who got cut at the last minute. Stabby. Get it? Cut? Unloved, shitty, druggy, stealthy, dwarf, Pete, or horny.
I like Dwarf Pete.
It's pretty good. So,
Yes.
so the
Snow
problem
White
is, even though it will receive 0 votes, I put down my answer because it actually was true, and is that a weird aspect of, like, lore that I know of, and then no one cares about. Like magic.
People care about gathering the magic. Oh, the lore there, where all the magic.
Dude.
There's some stories there.
Horny the dwarf got cut at the last minute.
No. Well, thank you, Kawaii.
Stealthy is actually a real answer, which is the sad part. Stealthy is the name of one of the dwarves in one of the previous movies who got cut because it was not appropriate for children.
He wasn't cut. They just could never get him on camera because he was too stealthy.
But they just, like, drew it.
That one gets a small facepalm.
Make a bad sex joke and everyone votes for it. Okay.
Wait, that wasn't
Yeah.
even supposed to be a joke.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Or feet.
You did it!
It was a bad sex joke I made.
What? Was it?
Yes.
I don't think you know what a sex joke is.
I mean...
I don't know what the...
It is a rather typical name for a man's penis. So that's why I decided to go with it.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, that's not at all why I voted for it. I voted for it because it, like, name one of the dwarfs. It's like, happy, sleepy, and then, you know, like, I don't know, the other one's like, scared, whatever, and then, Dwarf Pete.
It's a serious medical issue. I don't like you making fun of my problems.
What's that, Dwarf Pete?
That he has dwarfism, that's the whole joke.
Yeah.
The first post help wanted, that's pretty great.
Alright. Well then.
Shall I play a different different Jackbox game?
Well, I'm sure that Voldemort wants to. Anyone else?